Happy Sunday. I love. Shout out my girl Jamie. Love when I get new packages in the mail. I'll break this and let you guys know. Support black businesses, support black businesses. Crack this thing open, and I'll probably do it on a reel, and I'll let you guys know what it is. My girlfriend Jamie has some really dope feminine products for the ladies. Happy Self Care Sunday. If you've been following me, you know probably since COVID or some time now, I've been, good morning, thank you. I've been focusing Sundays all on self-care, not just because of the fact that it was COVID, but because of the fact that we need to reflect on ourselves more. And I personally know from being single, having a 16-year-old that don't live at home, I know what the making the time. Well, I have the time, but if you don't really have the time, making the time for that self-care, it really could change your life. It's different. So I personally know, right? Single, live alone. My 16-year-old doesn't live at home, so it's kind of like, how teenagers are. I have a lot of time to do me, to focus on me. So I know what self-care, what having that self-care can do for you. It can change your life. I wasn't aware of who I was, where I was going, what was going on, how can I strap down and focus and all of these things until I got to be able to dig down deep and sit with myself and focus on me, work on me, know what it even find out what it is I even need to work on me first, right? So I've been talking about the self-care Sunday thing for some time because it is really important, guys. It's super important. I'll say this really quick before I go back. Us as women, we play huge roles. All of us, whether you're a single mother, whether you are a wife, whatever the case may be, people are taking care of their siblings, children. They may have died, they may have, got killed, whatever the case may be. Women, we play so many roles. We do a lot of things, right? We pour into everybody else. We, the household, the hubby, the children, everybody else come first, and we can tend to lose ourselves in the process. People don't like when I say that, but it's true. And I know it from personal experience. I've been married before. I've never lost myself in having a husband or, the spouse situation. I didn't lose myself in that aspect, but I lost myself and didn't know who I was and playing the mother role, right? Whole life revolved around my son. If you know me, then you know. Like, that's what we do. Our lives revolve around our children. They grow up and they do them, period. That's how what we did. And you don't realize it. You're just doing what you know you're supposed to do, right? So I got caught up in it in that aspect and not knowing who I was, and whole life just revolve around him, right? I never understood when my dad would say, don't revolve every single piece of being of you in your life around your children. I never understood it until now. And I'm almost 40. Better late than never. But I didn't learn it through, I learned it from experience. I had to learn it from seeing it happen. My son getting older, things shifting. He wanting to be with his dad, and all of these things. He's growing into a young man. I don't have, that manly father figure in the home, and I like to be realistic and transparent because there are a lot of women out here who have who are going through the same things. So it's a lot of things that, creates that village. And those of you who are not going through that and you have that village, you are definitely blessed. So appreciate your village and you guys appreciate each other because a lot of people don't have it. Self-care Sundays needs to be a thing. Shout out to my girlfriend Kia. Philly just had a baby. My girlfriend is so strong. 3 boys, 1 girl, 3 boys. I like, girl, I don't even know how you do it. She's awesome. She's amazing. She's a fantastic woman. She's an amazing mother. Love her to death. Many, many years of friendship. Shout out to her. She really does it when it comes to this mother thing. And I'll be looking at her like, girl, you have to, encourage your friends, not even your friends, people you don't know, pour into them. I tell her all the time, like, girl, I don't know how you do it. Anyways, this is Sunday. We're talking about self care. I got some things for y'all for self care. We're going to talk about credit today because I have another giveaway. I'm your girl, Finance Muslima. I am your licensed life insurance agent in the states of North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Georgia, New Jersey. I'm your life insurance go-to. Holla at your girl for all things life insurance. Holla at your girl for all things finances. I'm all about mindset and money. I am an author. I am a speaker. If you don't know about the Mindset and Money Planner, scroll down my page and check out the hype or check out my stories. We got ladies that's been getting their planners in the mail and sharing some stories. I'm so super excited for them and their journey. And I'm grateful to have the courage to share my journey so that I can uplift and give another woman the inspiration and the courage and the hope that she needs to start hers as well. Um, so yeah, that's me. I'm a financial coach. Um, just started Culinary Credit LLC. If you don't know, we now have a credit program for you guys. That was a long time in the making as well. And thanks to all you guys, the Mindset and Money Game journals, third time sell out. Appreciate you guys so much for that. And this credit conversation, I'm gonna keep telling you guys it goes hand in hand with the finance conversation because the two is definitely a must. So what different? I'm gonna say this to you guys, and I'm gonna always say and make sure you understand what differentiates me from the rest of credit professionals and financial professionals for that matter. So what I love to do, um, what I would say what differentiates my credit program, what differentiates Call It and Credit LLC from anybody else is the fact that with Call It and Credit LLC, along with joining this program and getting your credit fixed, increasing your credit score so you can get, accomplish your dreams and goals you want to accomplish, what differentiates Cullen and Credit LLC from the rest, I would say, is the fact that you get me. And I'm going to break down what that means. When I say you get me, because I'm a financial coach first, and then, learning so many tricks and trades and ins and outs of the game, perfecting my own credit and financial life, I then stepped into credit repair, credit increase. So we'll just say credit professional, right? And I'm gonna tell you this, when you're in the process of wanting to purchase a Mercedes Benz, a Maserati, you want a $400,000 house, 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, you want to buy a boat, you want to start a business, you want to lease a building, you want to get an event space, wherever the case may be, you want to get into rental properties, you want to start investing, whatever the case may be of you wanting a credit score increase, you have to understand how to play the basic money game on the back end. So I'm going to say that again. While repairing your credit and increasing your credit score, in the process of that, if you don't know or even doing so, you need to understand how to play the basic money management game first and foremost. That's what differentiates me from other credit professionals because this is the thing. When you sign onto Cullen and Credit LLC program, you're going to get a chance to work with me as a financial coach. So I'm not just going to be repairing your credit and helping you do these things, getting all these removals, increasing your score, but you're going to be working with me one-on-one remotely to understand and build those habits that create longevity. And first and foremost, it's so basic that you will be like, what? But yes, getting to, understand how to pay your bills on time. Even get it out of the way a couple days ahead of time. You have the money. Pay the bills on time. You will be like, oh, that's so basic. I don't need to know how to do that. Yes, you do. Because if you didn't, you would be paying your bills on time and your credit score wouldn't have got jacked up. So a lot of times we need to humble ourselves and understand that we need to take it back to the basics. And I know because it was a lot of the reason when my score dropped to five something 2015, all these things, right? Life was happening, late car payments, late rent, late bills. And what I tell you guys all the time, the reason that life kept happening, I wasn't prepared because I had no education or knowledge about what an emergency fund was. I didn't have any money on the back end. I just knew I had a business. I was building and doing this thing I love to do. Every extra dollar I had was going invested in the business. I didn't even have an emergency fund. So I failed. I didn't have that proper, solid financial foundation that I talked to you guys about. So I personally know the 5 basic things that you need to be doing while in the process of repairing your credit. And it's not far-fetched to do. As long as you have the financial journal, you writing these things down, and if you're committed, then it's easy to do. If you're on Facebook Live, send me something, drop a heart, say good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me know who you are. Yeah, so that's what differentiates Call It in Credit LLC, my program, from the rest. I strongly believe that in the process of credit repair and credit score increase to get, all these dream things that you want to have and do what you want to do, you need to understand the basics of the financial part. And I go through that in the process with my clients as well. If you're looking for, if you have a 550 score and you want an 800 in 6 months, don't reach out to me because that's not the way you play the game. If you don't have patience, if you don't, if you're not coachable and want to do this thing together, don't reach out to me because people will take your money. I can take your money and repair your credit and help you do some things so you could be good. But this is the thing. I want you guys to start thinking longevity. This stuff is easy. I always teach game. So in the midst of going through this program, you're going to see on your side what it is I'm doing. You'll get emails, updates, what's going on with your credit process, what has changed, what me and my team has done, me or my assistant has done, because we both going to be doing it. So you will have hands-on updates and know what's what. You'll have access to me and helping you do your own personal stuff on the back end. Because when you walk away from Cullen and Credit LLC, I want you to know what credit utilization is, know how to monitor on your own when you walk away. I want you to be paying your bills ahead of time and know how many days ahead to pay these credit card bills so that you can beat the system and keep increasing, wake up to increasing scores, right? It's an amazing feeling. I want you to get the dream home, the loft, the 4-bedroom, 3-bath that you want. But in the process, I don't want you to lose it 2 years later because you don't know how to play the money game. You done got in the house, you made and launched your job, life is going to start happening. No child support coming through no more that you can depend on. All of these things, the business income, cash flow is going to be up and down and all of that while you're in this beautiful new home. The thing is, how prepared are you and how are you going to respond? When you have an emergency fund, when you know the 5 basic things to do to get in the habit of doing every day to play this money game and be serious about your life, you're going to be fine when those things happen. Not saying that you won't react or it's not going to be a thing like, oh my God, I just got this letter in the mail, or, I'm late on this, that. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, it's a different hell of a feeling when you know you got that money in the bank. I'm gonna tell you that. We all know how to go get money. We all know how to make the money, but the problem is we're not managing it. So I will say that to finish that off, the differentiation in Cullen and Credit LLC is going to be the fact that you get me. And that is a super strong thing. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm a part of a credit group. And a lot of ladies in the group right now are even saying how they're adding other streams on, or they're learning other skills in order to increase clients and be able to help their credit clients out more, because they know credit. They're credit professionals, but they don't know different, they don't have other finance education as I do. For instance, you have some that's going, wanting to get in life insurance, some wanting to do this, that, right? And I do all of those things already. So that's the difference in Cullen and Credit LLC. You want to get me. And I'm well educated and well rounded in just credit professional, just the credit area. If you're, I don't know if I told y'all too, I'm getting my assistant to do free credit analysis. Um, so yeah, if you want one, if you need a free credit analysis, see what you got going on your credit on the back end. What is this? I don't know what this is. This is inaccurate. I didn't live there. I paid this car off such and such, or I've been paid that credit card bill. You need to get some things fixed. Holla at your girl. Send me a DM, inbox me, text me at 704-396-3496. 704-396-3496, and we'll get you rolling on that. So if you're just coming online, some people on IG just jumping on. This is Self Care Sunday. I'm going to lay a few things down about credit, but also want to encourage you guys. Don't forget that it's Self Care Sunday. Do something for yourself today. If today is not your Self Care Sunday, then you may do yours on Wednesdays. That's fine as well. Just take like 30 to 40 minutes, have your financial journal, write down your personal development goals, your spiritual, religious goals. If you have them, write down your business goals, what you want to do, and write down your finance goals. Write down some goals today. Even if you don't say, hey, this is my personal relaxed day, it's not Sunday. Again, yours might be Tuesday or Wednesday PM when the house is settled. Hubby, as you took care of hubby and the children. Now you get yours might be Tuesday or Wednesday night. Mine's is Sunday, so I focus on self-care Sundays with you guys. If it's not Sunday, that's fine. Do your day. But today, at least take 20 to 30 minutes and write down some goals. Please write down some goals that's practical, easy, that you're going to reflect back on the week. It can be longevity goals. Even if you're making right goals out today for next year or 6 months from now, that's fine, because there's always stuff you need to do to work up to hit that goal. But still write some goals into some things that you're going to do by Friday, some goals that you're going to do by Saturday, by next Sunday. And then Sunday, you look at your book, this is what you should be doing. Checking off things that you've done. I don't care if you got a list of 5 and you get 2 checked off, that's fine. The other 3, roll them to the next week. You have to be able to see what you're doing. Write some goals down today, guys, please. I'm going to give you guys some tips. The first thing I want you guys to do, as far as comes to credit, give you a couple credit hacks per se. I don't know, they might not be hacks, but things to keep you on a good flow and keep that score flowing. Guys, I was down to 520. I know these things work. I'm sharing with y'all what I've done, and I'm sharing with you guys what we do with our clients at Cullen Credit LLC. So keep a minimum of 3 credit cards open at one time. Keep a bare minimum. Some people I know can manage 6, 7 credit cards, right? And they are very disciplined that they don't use them all the time, which is an amazing thing. Because it don't always be a lot of times about making a payment all the time. Sometimes it be about being disciplined and not always using them, right? So bare minimum, I like to see 3 credit cards on time, open, a couple days ahead of time if you can pay it, and that's healthy activity for your credit score. And then I will also say I got something I'm working on for you guys, because I put this out to you guys, and I was like, I have a lot of payments that I'm paying on, like personal credit, stuff like this. You got your credit card bill, all this, you got house bills, all this stuff, right? Then I'm like, when it comes to the business side of it, I have monthly payments of things that I pay as well. My smart card, my lead pages, opt-in, all different things that I pay for to use to automate my business from the business side. So people are like, how do you balance all this stuff, making all these payments every month from the personal and the business side? So I always tell people I like reminders in my phone. Why they go by style? Reminders in your phone are good, but you have to. Me personally, I'm a see it type of person. So I'm not gonna flash because I don't want to mess up where we are. But whiteboards is my thing. I still use big calendar books like my desk area at home. I write down when stuff is due because I'm so into my financial life from my score being 520 before. I know that I'm relentless. I don't play no games when it comes to this stuff, right? So I was like, I decided I'm gonna create something to help you guys stay on point with your payments. All of my entrepreneurs and business owners can feel me on this. We have a lot of personal monthly payments and a lot of business monthly payments as well. How do we balance them? How do we not be late and continue to do healthy habits so that the personal credit can score and the business credit? Because that's exactly what we're all working on, all of them, right? We need some type of system, and I'm going to create it. I mocked this video. I said it to you guys. That's something else I'm going to create. Yes. Yes, yes, it does. Things add up. Yes, yes, it does. The next one is to pay down installment loans. So if this is another healthy credit habit, if you have student loans, if you have car payments, all these things, pay them down. Pay them down, pay them down, pay them down. So, much as you pay them down, pay them on time. That's a um, healthy activity, I would say, on your credit report because you're showing to banks and you're showing to lenders and so forth, whatever you're trying to get, that you are credit worthy. You can afford to pay. You can afford this debt. You can pay these bills on time. You can pay $50 a month for 6 months. You can pay $120 a month for student loans for 3 years. Like, you know what I mean? So it shows credit worthiness. Pay down those loans though. Student loans, I don't care. You gotta, know how to get that bill down. It's letters in a certain way. You can attack them as well. You don't have to pay them all that money. The third thing would be increase your credit limit. When it comes to increasing your credit limit, um, it looks really well. And I know that I would say I learned from going all the way down to a 520 for me personally. I learned of how credit increase work from the self app. And then secondly, I learned how the credit increase work from Chase Bank. And so the self app, I learned the increase gain from a personal credit standpoint. And then for Chase Bank, it was from the business credit standpoint. So I'll tell you both ways and how it worked out. So if you have a self app and you're currently using it to increase your credit score, help get you up there, and then start applying for some credit cards, the self app play is like a secure card type situation. It really helped you out a whole because it helped me out a lot. So as I kept my utilization under 30% with the self app, with the self card, the it was probably like after a 5 to 6 month period or something like that, they shot me an email, hey, you're due for an increase. Boom, I dropped another $100 on it. And I did it just paying probably like 2 days prior, the little $30 that was due. I never really used it because you start off with a small amount of $100 to help build you up. And then I just kept the utilization under 30%. And they just was, 6 months later, oh, you can do an increase. We'll give you, you can add another $100, $50, something like that. But either way, it looks good. Increase when they offer you an increase, that means that you're doing really well. You're maintaining the debt. They see that you are credible, right? So when it comes to the Chase Bank aspect, the business side of it, that increase was very random through email as well. How did I get that increase? I don't even use that Chase card, but I balance it a lot. All of my business activity, well, majority of like 60% of my business activity is through my Chase Bank account, and the other one I use for a different business account. But I'm saying that to say, my opt-in pages and the software that I use, it may be $30, $40 a month here. I have Nev.com, that's $40 here, a business credit builder. That stuff comes out of Chase. But the thing that helped me get the increase was the fact that all the activity on my website, all of the sales on my website, all of the money that's clicking. You don't have to have a $300 or $500 course on Citadel, a $200 ebook. Listen, this stuff that sells on my website, $10, $20, $30, and it sells. The more activity that they see you're generating, a little couple dollars going out, it's like, it really doesn't matter. They want to see you getting that money into the bank. They're going to offer you increases. That is a great thing. I tell people all the time, with, from the business credit side of it, make sure all your activity is going to the business bank account. The purpose of building the business credit is to build credibility. We want more money from the bank so that we can go make moves. We don't want to do it just because. So if you're getting these sales and you have all this stuff, I'm not meeting up with nobody to sell nothing. You have to get on my website. I don't care if it's my best friend and I see you every day. I don't care if it's my son, if it's my dad. Go to my website. Boom. Thank you. I need that stuff generated because I got moves that I'm trying to make. I need to build credibility with these people because I want their money. The next thing would be, if you don't know how to remove negative items from your credit report, get with a professional. Pay somebody. Everybody like, oh, I can do this credit thing myself and all of that. The bottom line is people have letters that work and people don't. So you can try it yourself, and it'll take you about 6-7 months to get something off that myself or people that have some bomb letters can get off in one round or one shot with these credit bureaus. So and I'll say this too, I see 700-800 credit scores. You can have an awesome score, but then you can also have things, charge-offs, derogatories that you need to get off as well to make it even clean your report up per se, right? Because you can go and sit for that mortgage at that dream home that you want, 400,000. You know what I mean? And have, a good amount of cash flow and income. You got this, you can get this. You like, I done saved up some money. I got 5 bands saved up. I'm ready to go. But also check your credit report, because even though your score is 700-800, you can have things on your report that can really shy you away. So you may need a little cleaning. Just know, this is the important thing of knowing what's on your report. If it's some, bare minimum small negative items you can get removed, get it done. Having a mortgage, I told you guys that already. Having a mortgage and a car note really makes you credit worthy, because as long as you're paying on time, they're going to be like, she's credible. She's been paying this stuff for a huge amount of time. We know we can trust her. Okay, let's give her some more money. And another thing that I would suggest, if you don't have to, typically don't apply for new lines of credit for at least 1 year. Don't apply for new lines of credit for at least 1 year. So a new line of credit is a hard equity. I had a client one day last week apply for Navy Federal credit card, and she didn't say nothing. But when she's in the Colin Credit LLC program, so I know what it is that she applied for, because it comes up in the back office like, oh, that. But we just talked, and you said you're trying to do these things. This is what we're trying to help you with. So you have to be coachable, and you have to listen. Did she need a Navy Federal credit line? No, because she has fantastic credit, a lot of awesome, amazing American Express, all of these things, right? I don't even have American Express yet, but I'm going to get one. So she really didn't need it. Maybe she was shooting her shot to see if she could get it because I know she wanted to use Navy Federal for some stuff, but she jumped the gun and didn't communicate or converse with us as being the credit professionals. And it hit her. It was a hard inquiry and it hit her with some points. So keep in mind, and they say you only want to do hard inquiries once a year. You have good credit and you're like, oh, I really need to do this. And then you really have to do it, depending on what the situation is. So try to only do the hard inquiries once a year because it will hit your points. I hope that I've answered a lot of your questions. If you have any personal questions or a situation you don't want to talk loud, you can text the word credit to 704-396-3496. Text the word credit to 704-396-3496. I'll be glad to assist you, myself or my assistant. And don't forget to contact me and get your free credit analysis done. And let's find out where you are and get some things going on. If you have life insurance questions, if you have questions about the Mindset and Money Game Planner, if you have questions about debt management, or you want to know what it is you could do in your own personal financial situation, then I advise you to go to the website and sign up for a free 30-minute consultation because they still exist. www.faithfamilyfinance.co www.faithfamilyfinance.co. I'm your girl, Finance Muslima. I hope that solved a lot of the questions that you guys had for today. Self-care Sundays. I'm going to go back to that again. Please do something for your day. Get those goals written out, guys. Take a breather, take a step back, get those goals written out. And I always want to encourage you guys to spend responsibly, track your progress, pay your bills on time, and keep building all things credit. And get this money, and let's build some wealth and these empires and leave legacy to our families.